Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today is day 100 of posting in a row, and tomorrow I will be doing my top 100 movie characters to celebrate the past 100 days. So it's 100 days of build-up and 1 day of payoff. And today is day 100 of my 100-day posting streak. Thank you to everyone who's watched in the past year and a half of my YouTube channel, because that's how long I've been going. But especially thank you to anyone who, watched in the last 100 days, because this 100 day span is where I've gotten the most new audience members. So yeah, I'm really happy that I posted for this long, because before this, I went on like a month of not posting. I was kind of falling off a little bit on YouTube, and then I came back, posting 100 days in a row. And that is why I'm doing my live stream tomorrow, where I do my top 100 movie characters to celebrate. And it is at 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast time. So I hope you guys tune in tomorrow for the live stream. However, we want to have a little bit of a teaser for this. So I'm going to give you guys my top 3 characters that just missed the cut. And I don't know if these are like my 103 through 101, but these are just like 3 honorable mentions. However, you can make the argument that these aren't my 3 favorite that aren't in my top 100. They're all probably in my top 10. Like, it's like if there's 10 characters that just missed the top 100, and I kind of just had to choose 3, I would talk about these are the 3. Anyways, coming in at number 3 is Kristoff from The Truman Show, aka the main villain from The Truman Show. And he isn't like what you would consider like the most evil person, but he is someone that makes you very emotional, because he kind of just lied to Truman the entire movie, and I believe like Truman like was not getting paid, and he was just secretly in his show the entire time. And yeah, you kind of hate that, like, even though you feel like Truman's been having the time of his life, and obviously like in that movie, the show with Truman on it was getting a lot, it felt like he was just lying to Truman. And this feels like what they were kind of attempting to do in Bowfinger with Steve Martin's character. But in this, he basically was just secretly getting filmed. And that ending when Truman just walks off the set was very poetic. I mean, kind of funny, because it was the same director of Dead Poets Society, which that ending was also poetic. But yeah, Kristoff, you really kind of hate him by the end, but I think he was a well-written villain, and he is my 3rd favorite character, quote in quotation marks, that isn't in my top 100. And I think the only reason he isn't in my top 100 is I kind of just viciously hate the way he treated Truman Burbank. But yeah, I love Kristoff in The Truman Show, and Ed Harris gave a great performance. Coming in at number 2, and this is kind of a close one. I think these are probably my top 2 that aren't in my top 100. Number 2 is Carl Hanratty from Catch Me If You Can, played by Tom Hanks. I mean, yeah, what a character. I mean, you could say this for the next one and the last, like, you could say this for all 3 and then the next 100, but yeah. His dynamic with Frank Abagnale Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio's character, was really great, and how he still has mutual respect for him, even though he obviously has to chase him down, because, I mean, obviously that guy's breaking the law. However, the bond between him and Frank Abagnale Jr. is actually kind of really special, where during the holidays they would call each other every year. And by the end, even though he catches him, it still has a very happy ending, where he then works with Tom Hanks's character, where Frank Abagnale Jr. works with Carl Hanratty, and then they had a really happy ending. But yeah, I mean, of course, Tom Hanks is always great, and this just further proves that. But yeah, Carl Hanratty is my number 2 honorable mention. But my number 1 honorable mention, the character when I was originally gonna do my top 100, like up until probably a few hours ago, they were in my number 100 slot. But thinking about it, they did get bumped down. So they are my number 101 favorite character. So my number 100 movie character, or my number 101, I almost accidentally gave a fake number 100, but no. My number 101, aka my number 1 honorable mention, is Joshua from The Creator, played by John David Washington. And I feel like a lot of people haven't even seen The Creator. But yeah, I think The Creator was a beautiful movie. And the dynamic between Joshua and Alfie is beautiful throughout the movie. And I think he has a beautiful character arc. And, I think John David Washington gave a great performance. He started off as someone who was kind of a jerk at first. He didn't really have good relationships with anyone around him. And then by the end, he sacrificed his life for Alfie, and he had a beautiful ending. But yeah, Joshua from The Creator, I just loved the character. I loved going on a journey with him throughout the entire movie. I loved his kind of father figure to Alfie. I just thought it was all great. And of all the movie characters who aren't in my top 100, now, it is one thing where if you ask me in a few weeks, maybe he is. But for now, he's my number 101. And he is my number 1 favorite movie character that isn't in my top 100. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your top 3 honorable mentions down below in the comments. And feel free to hop on tomorrow when I do my top 100 movie characters. And it's going to be a live stream. I would love it to discuss and, have some interactions. So yes, I cannot wait for my top 100 movie characters tomorrow. And thank you to anyone who has been watching these videos throughout my career, but especially in the past 100 days. So this was day 100 of my 100-day posting streak. And tomorrow will be a celebration. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.